Good morning and hi everyone. Today we will be presenting on the topic early EPF withdrawals, helping Malaysians or threatening retirement security. The Employees Provident Fund or EPF is Malaysia's main retirement saving institution. It helps employees save money throughout their working life to ensure financial security after retirement. Both employees and employers contribute monthly and the savings are invested to generate dividends for members. EPF plays an important role in providing retirement income, encouraging long-term savings, and supporting Malaysia's social protection system. It also offers various schemes such as Aisaraan, Ailindung, and the flexible account. However, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many Malaysians face financial difficulties such as job losses and reduced income. To help this challenge, the government introduced special withdrawal schemes including iLestari, Asina, Extra, and the special RM 10,000 withdrawal. This withdrawal provided immediate financial relief to many Malaysians, helping them cover daily expenses and survive during the crisis. However, they also reduced retirement savings and raised concerns about long-term financial security. This leads us to an important question. Do early EPF withdrawals help Malaysians during emergency or do they threaten future retirement security? With that, we will now move on to the types of EPF withdrawals.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Malaysian government introduced several special EPF withdrawal schemes to help individuals facing financial difficulties. The first scheme was iLestari, introduced in 2020. Under this program, EPF members were allowed to withdraw up to 500 per month from account 2 for a period of 12 months. The main objective was to provide immediate financial support during the MCO. Next, the government introduced ISINA in late 2020. These schemes allow members to withdraw saving from account once, which is normally reserved for retirement. It was aimed to individuals who experience loss of income or employment due to pandemic. In 2021, iCitra was launched as an in-addition support measure. Members could withdraw up to 5,000 from their EPF savings to help manage ongoing financial challenges caused by COVID-19. All three schemes, iLestari, iSina, and iCitra, were temporary measures and have since ended. In 2024, EPF introduced a new structure that includes account 3, also known as a flexible account. Unlike the previous withdrawal scheme, account 3 is a permanent feature that allows members to access a portion of their savings whenever necessary while still maintaining their retirement funds in other accounts.
Next, I will discuss the disadvantage of early EPF withdrawal. Although it may provide short-term financial relief, it can create several long-term problems. The first disadvantage is the reduction in retirement saving. When individuals withdraw their EPF saving early, the amount available for retirement decrease significantly. This may affect their financial security in the future. The second disadvantage is the loss of the compounding effect. Money kept in the EPF continue to grow through annually dividend. Early withdrawal stop this growth and the result in the lower saving over the time. The third disadvantage is the increased risk of poverty during old age. Insufficient retirement saving may force retirees depend on family members or government assistance for financial support. Another disadvantage is the increased burden on the social welfare system. As more retirees face financial difficulties, the government may need to spend more on welfare programs. Finally, frequent early withdrawal may create a withdrawal culture where people begin to see EPF as a source of short-term fund rather than long-term retirement saving. And then lastly, in conclusion, early EPF withdrawal may offer immediate benefits, but they can reduce retirement saving, limit future growth, and create financial challenges for both individuals and society. Therefore, such withdrawal should be carefully considered.
Okay, next we go to the data statistic on our topic. I will briefly explain the data on early EPF withdrawals in Malaysia. First, during the COVID-19 pandemic, about 101 billion was withdrawn by 7.3 million members, which is around 58% of EPF contributors. This shows how many Malaysians relied on their savings during crisis. Second, the impact was significant. Around 48% of members were left with less than 10,000 ringgit Malaysia, showing a serious reduction in retirement savings. Third, in 2024, the new flexible account allowed 3.4 million members to withdraw about 8.9 billion ringgit Malaysia, showing continued dependence on EPF funds. Fourth, by 2025, this increased to 4.6 million members, with total withdrawals reaching 14 and 79 billion ringgit Malaysia, covering about 35% of members under 55 years old. Fifth, the trend continued to grow, with around 37.8% of eligible members withdrawing a total of 16.6 billion. Finally, most withdrawals were essential needs, where 93% were used for daily expenses and 81.7% for emergencies, showing EPF act as a financial safety net. So, overall, these statistics show that while EPF withdrawal helps people in the short term, they may threaten long term for retirement security. Thank you.
In this slide, I will talk about the recommendation. Firstly, improve the financial literacy. The government and EPF should expand financial education programs. Nation need to better understand the importance of retirement savings. Secondly is encourage voluntary contribution. Members should be encouraged to make additional contribution through a scheme such as Aisaraan and voluntary contribution. Additional initiative can be provided to active contributors. The third recommendation is restrict yearly withdrawals. Special withdrawal should only be allowed during major national crisis, for example, COVID-19. Retirement account should be receive stronger protection. Next is expand government assistance. Cost of living support and financial aid should be strengthened so that people do not need to rely on EPF savings during their emergency.
To conclude, early EPF withdrawals helped many Malaysians during COVID-19 pandemic. Firstly, they provide much needed financial support during a difficult period. Secondly, many members used the funds to cover essential expenses and support their families. However, these withdrawals also reduce the retirement savings significantly. As a result, many members now have lower savings for their future. This situation has raised concern about retirement, preparedness, and long-term financial security. Therefore, it is important to maintain a balance between short-term financial needs and long-term retirement goals. Finally, the government, EPF, employees, and the public must work together to strengthen retirement saving and ensure a sustainable retirement future for Malaysia. Thank you.